All right, I'm back.
Cool, Coco. I hear you and I see you.
All right. Hey, so real quick, because you were kind of
Yeah,
going in and out. I know you said you normally do simul-sign,
yeah.
so that
So
just basically means that they can sign it as soon as they get it. It doesn't, and then signing lines like I guess one person has to sign it, then another person like that.
exactly, yeah. One person at a time will receive it in order to
Okay.
sign it electronically. And that's what Stacia prefers. But personally, I prefer the simul sign. So it's totally up to you.
Okay.
And then we don't do anything with advanced options.
All right.
So we come down to participants.
Okay.
And of course, it knows that you're the listing agent, and it knows that this is under the name of the estate of Maddie, right?
Right.
And so we need both of these people to sign this document electronically.
Okay.
It's always going to default you as the agent to a reviewer only. But in
Okay.
this case, we need you to sign it as well.
All right.
And we're going to check off remote signer. And we're just going to go over here to the top right and we're going to click on add.
Okay.
All right. And now it's going to say, hey, wait a minute here. We don't have an email
Email.
address for the estate of Maddie. So we're going to click on this name. It brings up this dialog box, missing information.
Okay.
All right. And now we need to put in her email address. Do you have that in front of you?
Yes. Let me put it up on my cell phone real quick.
Okay.
All right. So she actually reviewed it using her husband's email at home.
Okay. That's fine.
All right. Okay. So that email is capital MIK dot EP at live.com.
Like that.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. All right. And then we'll just save that here.
So she asked if I could also send it to hers, but I guess I can send a actual copy of it to her.
You can. Yeah. You can just send a draft copy, a PDF of that to her. We
Okay.
only need one email address for the signature because she's signing on behalf of the estate.
Okay.
All right. And then, of course, you're going to sign it as well. And then we're going to go down to documents. And this is where it's only looking at the documents that are currently a part of this transaction. And so
Right.
obviously the offer is not there yet. So we're going to go over here to add, right? We're going to click on add. We're going to click on add documents. And we're going to upload a file, right? And so I've already separated this file and I saved it in my downloads folder. 1 through 19. It means pages 1 through 19 of the Bailey offer.
Okay.
And so I'm going to upload those to Authentisign. All right. And so here are the 19 pages that we need Ms. Peterson to sign electronically in order to ratify this offer. Then we're going to go to design right here. And it's going to load each of those pages so that we can place the signatures and the initials in the appropriate locations for Ms. Peterson to sign and initial. There's nothing for her to do here, but we do want to provide this as evidence of the buyer's pre-qualification. All right. But the seller needs to initial each one of these pages. And so over here on the right, if you can see this in the top right corner,
Drag and
we
drop.
have the estate.
Okay.
You might have to move me out of the way. And there's a drop down here, and you can select between you and Miss Peterson in this case.
Okay.
Right. So it's defaulted to Miss Peterson. Then we're going to click on drag and drop right here. We're going to select, do we want her to sign or do we want her to initial? In this case, we want her to initial.
Okay.
So we're going to scroll through each of the pages and we're going to drop the initials where they need to go on that page. So you can kind of see what I'm doing here.
Yes.
So we go through each one of these pages and we drop the initials where it's appropriate. It's just a real simple drag and drop through each one of these pages. Moving, moving, moving. All right, and now we're at the signature page. So we want to sign here. Actually, you know what? This is not quite right, man, because it says estate of Maddie Mae Parker. What we want this signature to say is Miss Peterson. So so here's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to go back. I'm gonna hit this back button up here in the top left corner. Can you see it?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna hit the back button. I'm gonna hit save and continue. But I want to go back to participants. I want to click on Maddie, the estate of, and you can see right here the custom signature.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I want to put in Miss Peterson's name. What is her name?
Barbara, Barbara. Peterson, Peterson.
All right, and her initials will be BP.
Yes.
Okay. And we could put executor, right?
Yeah. So take out one of the sons on Peterson.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Peter only had one child.
That's right. That's right. All right, so Barbara Peterson, executor. All right, and then we're going to save up here. And then hopefully we can go back to design right down here.
Okay.
And it will change our signature from the estate of to Barbara Peterson.
Okay.
And you see it's a BP now?
Yes.
BP? That's better. That's what we want, right?
Yep.
All right, so we're going to roll on down, make sure we got this everywhere it's supposed to be. Rolling, 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 BP right there, BP right there. And you can see here, it says, we make that a little bit bigger.
Barbara
It says
Peterson,
Barbara Peterson, executor.
All right.
Perfect. That's what we want. All right. And then we're going to just keep on going here. And we'll come back to you in a second. All right. We're going to drag this initial over here for the home inspection. The next thing to happen after Ms. Peterson signs this is the buyer has 7 days to do their home inspection and get back to us with a request for repairs or not. Maybe they will ask for things to be done. Maybe they won't ask for things to be done. So we dropped her signature here. We dropped her initials here. That's the last page. Make sense?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to go to the top right corner where it says estate of.
Yes.
I'm going to click on your name, Ben Hunter.
All right.
I'm going to grab your signature and put it over here. All right.
All right.
And we can grab a date from this box right here. Put that over there too.
Okay.
All right. And
Are
then
did you want to do the date for Ms. Peterson as well, or
no? It'll auto-populate for her.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll auto-populate for her. And we're gonna drag your signature right here as well.
All right.
Yeah, like that. So everybody's on there the way it should be. And because this will be an accepted offer, it'll become a ratified contract. You got to go back up to page 1 of the purchase offer, and you got to put your signature because you're the last agent to witness the ratification, right?
Okay.
So this is what makes it official, right? And then you see these little X's over here. The blue
Yes.
one, the blue is optional. The red is mandatory. All right. And so I'm going to put a mandatory X on you as the listing agent. And so when this emails to you, it's going to require that you check this box and sign here and sign on the other spot down at the bottom.
Okay.
And then it's going to require that Ms. Peterson go through an initial in all of these places, in addition to sign in all of these places.
Okay.
When this comes back to you, after you've signed it and after Ms. Peterson signed it, it will come back to you in an email that says completed.
Okay.
You can download that and email it over to the buyer's agent and email it to Stacia
Okay.
as a ratified contract on Bailey. And then you'll have to learn how to do a case sheet, CASE.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you look in the cafe, it's CSOL. Case sheet online is what it stands for.
Okay.
It's a little bit tricky, but Stacia will email you a video that I did, just like this, going through how to complete a case sheet.
Okay.
And of course, if you need help, she's going to help you through that process. But definitely watch the video and see what you can figure out about a case sheet.
Okay.
And then that would be it. So when I hit next here, what it's going to do is it's going to say, hey, do you want to send this right now? Or do you want to customize? So we could, for example, we could change this to say, you know, hey, Miss Peterson, here is the offer we talked about, right? You could put that in here and it would be in the email.
Okay.
I could change the subject or the message to you. In this case, I don't think we need to do that. We could just hit send. If I hit send, it's going to automatically email this over to you and Miss Peterson, and it's going to prompt you to go through the electronic signing process.
Okay.
So if you're good with that, we can definitely do that.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so we'll just hit start signing, and then we'll hit send. All right, and now you and Ms. Peterson should receive this email that says, here's an invitation to review and sign an offer to ratify.
Okay.
All right, and when it comes back to you, it will be ratified once you and Ms. Peterson sign it, at which point you are officially under contract, and Stacia will change it in the MLS as soon as you email this to her tomorrow or tonight. And she'll change it to say under contract.
All right. So the case sheet, when does that have to be done?
As soon as possible, usually
Okay.
within a few days.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not written in stone. There's no law or anything. It's just that, every time we get a deal, we have to load it into case sheets so that Long and Foster Corporate knows about it.
Okay.
And that's the point of that document. So I'm going to go ahead and log out of your Instanet now, and we should be good, my man. Ms. Peterson should have an email. You should have an email. You should both go through that process, and then we will be ratified.
That's good.
You can let Ms. Peterson know the very next thing to happen is the buyer will schedule a home inspection within 7 days, and then they will let us know if they want us to make any repairs or if they're willing to move forward or if they're backing out of the deal based on the home's condition.
Okay.
In 10 days, they're going to have a termite and moisture inspector over there. And that person then will let us know if the crawl space condition of the home is acceptable to move forward, or if they're going to require a termite and or moisture inspection or treatment or repair of the property. So we won't know until the inspectors go out there and do their thing.
All right.
So, but this is a really, really good offer. I'm excited for Ms. Peterson. I'm totally stoked for you. I honestly was starting to lose hope in that 235 price. So this is absolutely best case scenario for all of us.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
Good deal.
Yes, sir.
That's right. So,
Yeah, man.
all right, my man. I'll sign off and let you go. And I'll be in the office tomorrow. So if we need to do something, I'll talk to you then.
Okay, I appreciate it, man.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
Bye.
All right.